I'm Brandon Glass of Contra Costa Fitness. This is Workout, Work In, and this is the inimitable Captain Waffles. Come here, bub. And he's gonna hang out with us for a little bit. We're doing some suspension trainer basics today. So we're just gonna go over some simple movements, really easy to put these movements together for a simple workout. And then we will I'll talk about how you can make your workout harder or easier, longer or shorter, depending on kind of where you are. So let's get started. I gotta move this dog. Cap, come here, bub. Come on, let's go, let's go. All right, let's get warmed up. So I'm gonna start with the basics. Go ahead, lie down. I'm gonna start with the basics here. I'm just gonna lean back into my straps, okay? And I'm gonna start with some squats. And that's it, just squatting down, coming back up. Nice and easy. Let me start my timer here. We're gonna aim for about 30 minutes today. All right, we'll see how that goes. Okay, like I said, you can take this, you can shorten it, you can lengthen it if you need to, but pretty basic stuff here today just to get you started. All right, so just some squats to warm up. We're not going super hard here, okay? Just getting the legs warmed up. I'm gonna go ahead and move into some rows right now, okay? So I just did about 30 seconds. Now, the thing here is, what's great about using the suspension trainer here is that you can make this easier or harder right on the fly, right as you go, right in the middle of your exercise. If I find that this is too challenging for me, I'm just gonna walk my feet back a little bit and go right back into my exercise and keep on going. Okay, if I wanna make it harder, I'll walk my feet forward and I can make this quite a bit more difficult. These rows here, this mid row, okay, if I faced you, my arms, my hands would be facing sort of toward each other. Not flat, not pronated, okay, or I'm sorry, supinated. But sort of facing each other. And that's going to bring my elbows kind of midway here, okay? So at a 45-degree angle. So I'm not here, but I'm also not here in this high row. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, now I'm going to combine those two movements. I'm just going to walk the feet forward a little bit. I'm going to get back into that squat. I'm pushing my butt back with this squat, and then I'm pulling my chest nice and high into that row, okay? Low butt. Chest high, there we go. All right, nice and simple, nice and easy, not a whole lot to it, right? I'm just here and here, down and up and through. We're just trying to get a light warm up here, not doing anything really, complicated, all right, or strenuous. There we are. All right, I'm going to turn it around now. I'm going to get into some chest press. Again, really light. And if I want to make this harder or easier, then all I have to do is move my feet. Right now, we're just warming up. So I'm going to take a pretty easy angle here. Not too challenging, okay? So same thing here with the rows, with the chest press as with the rows. I'm going to point my hands sort of at an angle, okay? They're not facing each other necessarily, but they're also not facing the floor, okay? So just a light angle there. My elbows come down about 45 degrees. Okay, that keeps the straps off of my arms. If your elbows are too high but your hands are low, right, you get this rubbing thing, that's no good. Okay, so we want to turn those hands in toward each other just a little bit, 45-degree angle. And then we're just lowering down. My hands come right just below my chest here. Okay, kind of next to my ribs. All right, try not to overthink it too much. Straps shouldn't be rubbing on your shoulders, and we should maintain a strong core. So that really, now that we're facing away from our anchor point, that is really important here, okay, is that we are engaging our core. It is hard to use this correctly without engaging your core, and that's why I love it. That's why so many fitness professionals love it. So really, engaging the core means, that we're not going to be letting our hips hang down. We're also not going to be pushing our hips back and doing this whole thing, okay? We keep neutral, and just by doing that, you're going to keep your core engaged as long as you stay conscious of where the rest of your body is. You don't want to be here, right? That doesn't look right. You also don't want to be here. That also doesn't look right, nor does it feel right, okay? There we are. All right, a couple of quick stretches here. Since I'm facing away from my anchor point, I'm going to take my hands. They're going to be right about here. We should have tension on our straps. I'm going to take a huge step forward here and stretch those arms out to the side. Push the hips forward, okay, and get a nice stretch there. So I'm getting a stretch in the chest, but I'm also getting a stretch in that hip flexor as well. So I'll show you here. I'm just switching legs. Big step out, chest stays high, right? This big angle here is open right when I pull through. All right, so I'm here and then back. Switch, big step forward. Good. Nice hip flexor and chest. Boom. Hip flexor and chest. Okay, I'm trying not to be super aggressive with this stretch. All right, should be relatively easy. Okay, I'm not busting my butt and really pushing hard into that stretch. Okay, we're just warming up. All right, now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to face my anchor point. All right, and I'm going to do what we call a dropout stretch. I'm just going to push my hips back. I'm going to really hang on these straps. And I'm just hanging out here. I'm pushing my butt back. There we go. And what I'm going to do is straighten my right leg and look under my right arm. I don't know if my camera's in mirror mode or not, so it might look like my left. I'm not sure. But I'm straightening my right leg, looking under my right arm. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Straighten my left leg, look under my left arm. Bending the right leg, the right knee. I should be more specific. Okay, so straighten the right knee, under the right arm. Good. And then back. Straighten the left knee, under the left arm. Let's just do a couple more of these. And then let's start working here. Okay, we should feel pretty good and loose by now. It's kind of a mellow. Cap is snoring over here. Hi, good boy. All right, so good mellow warm up there. Let's start working those muscles. So I'm going to start out with squats, and what we're going to do today is 30 seconds of each movement. And I'm going to end that 30 seconds with 15 seconds of pulses with the legs anyway. All right, so we're going to start with the legs round. We're going to start with squats. We're going to go into lunges on each side, and that'll be enough for one day. All right, so let's get into those squats. You can do these two different ways. You can kind of just have your straps, put a little tension on them, and squat down. Good, and I'm going to start that timer. Okay, you can be here, or you can be hanging back on your straps here, like this, kind of how we warmed up, okay? Either way is fine. I find this to be a little more work, so I'm going to stick with that. Work though, all right? So we're going to do each of these movements. We're going to go through the set, and then we're going to repeat. So we have about 5 more seconds left of these squats, and then we're going to go into pulses. 3, 2, 1. I'm halfway down and just up and down, just like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right, that makes things a little bit tougher. Good, good, good. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. All right, pull yourself up. We're going to go into some lunges here. We're going to continue to face our anchor. I'm going to put, let's start with the right foot forward, just because that's kind of how I remember things. I always start with the right foot forward. All right, and we're in this nice wide stance. These are just here. I can use them to assist me if I need, and that's a great thing. But if you don't need it, then we're just doing a regular lunge, okay? A couple of cues. Let's go ahead and start that timer. 3, 2, 1. I'm just dropping that knee, coming right back up, okay? That's it. Left knee down, right up. Okay, if I need to, I can hold on to these things and use them to assist me if I need. But I don't really need that right now because I do a ton of these things. But if you're just starting out, that might be really valuable, right? Okay, I'm here and up. Good. And we're going to go into those pulses on this side in 3, 2, 1. Halfway down and pulse. Nice and light. Okay, if you're already cooked, just come on up. That's totally fine. All right, but let's put a little extra challenge on our legs here. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Okay, aren't you glad you get to do that on the other side? I'm going to step forward. I'm going to bring the feet, that right foot back now. All right, and we're gonna jump right into it. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm dropping that right knee and right back up, okay? These are just here, or you can use them to assist you a little bit, but I wanna make sure that you are coming straight up, straight down, straight down, straight up, all right? And keeping yourself nice and upright, okay? We don't wanna really lean over this front leg. That's not really what we're doing here, okay? Nice and upright with your lunge. We're gonna get into that pulse in 3, 2, 1. Here we are, boom. And just up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Like I said, if your legs are totally toast already, take a break right here, okay? Totally fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, we're gonna go right back into those squats. So we're gonna do everything we just did over again. Let's get into those squats. Shake them out really quick. Boom, shake, shake. Let's not give it too long though. Okay, right back into those squats. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm gonna lean back in my straps, but like I said, you can either be leaning back here or you can be upright and pushing forward, okay? The main thing is that back stays neutral, okay? My lumbar spine here, neutral all the time, okay? There we are, up and down. Very good. We're gonna go back into those pulses, those squat pulses in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are, boom. I'm kind of in that half squat, down and up, boom, pulse, 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 pulse. I used to have an instructor who would just torture me with these things. So this is your intro today. 2, 1, up we go. All right, let's get into those lunges again. I'm gonna take a big step back. All right, right foot is forward. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm lowering down, right back up. Okay, straight up and down like an elevator, right? I'm not leaning forward over my front knee. I'm just here and up. Cap. Good boy. And Cap is just out of control. He's super excitable. I don't know, man. It's a terrible dog to have around. You can see it's a really big problem. Good, good, good. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Coming down, pulsing. Nice and easy. Again, legs are toast. Go ahead and take a break right now. This is a good time to do that. But I like to throw that little challenge in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, those feet together. And now big step back with the right leg. Here we go. You're almost done with your leg round. 3, 2, 1. Here we are. Lunging down, right back up. Good, good, good. Keeping it going. I know. Your legs are like, Brandon is the worst. Well, they'll thank me one day. Very good, very good. Keeping it going, keeping it going. All right, we're almost there. We're going into that pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are, boom. Right here, just 15 seconds. You can do almost anything for 15 seconds, right? Okay, if you need help from those handles, use those handles, that's okay. 3, 2, 1, up we go. All right, shake those legs out. We're gonna move on to our chest and triceps now, okay? Go ahead, shake it out a little bit more, that's fine. Cool it down, all right? If that was really, really tough for you, take a moment, okay? That's all right. All right, I wanna get right into this chest press. So we talked about this in our warm-up. Pretty simple, okay? But again, if you need to make it harder, you can walk the feet back. I've got my mat back here because we're gonna use it later, but it's kind of in my way right now. All right, you can walk the feet back to make it harder. You can walk the feet forward to make it easier. All right, and let's go ahead and knock it out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Chest press. Here we are. Down and up. I'm gonna walk my feet back. Give myself a little extra challenge. And what I'm gonna do here is continue to do this for 45 seconds. The pulses are not fantastic here with the chest, especially when you're a beginner. So we're gonna leave that out for this round. But know that that could be in your future. All right, here we are. Good. Up and down. Okay? That's 30 seconds. If you need to take that break, take that break. But if you can power through, let's keep it moving. Okay? Good. Just caught myself letting my elbows get a little bit high. 2, 1. So I fixed that. Easy to adjust your movement on the fly with these suspension trainers. That's what I love about them. All right. So tricep press. This is a tough exercise, okay? A lot of people, sorry, I'm messing with my microphone. I hope it's not making a ton of noise. A lot of people have a hard time with this one. So start out conservatively, okay, pretty upright. I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna raise my arms, lean into my straps, okay? And all I'm doing is lowering myself down, head to the straps, and then back out. I like to try to kind of squeeze my elbows close together as possible. I'm here and out, right? My elbows don't move, they don't change position, okay? I'm just flexing and extending them, okay? Let's get into it. I'm gonna walk my feet back and do these for 45 seconds, and it's gonna be hard, okay? You can adjust your feet. If it gets too hard, just walk your feet forward a couple of inches. It doesn't take much. We're moving nice and slowly today, okay? I don't want any momentum happening, right? I'm just here and down. Boom, boom. Okay, it is challenging. If you need to, walk those feet forward. Just an inch makes a huge difference. Okay, I'm gonna walk them back again. I'm trying to get that good challenge. Good, keep it going. Yes, tough stuff. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Shake them out really quickly. Whew. And then we're gonna go right back into it, okay? Right back into that chest press. Starting here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And walk those feet back nice and deep. All right. And I can still feel those triceps, right? Because they're part of this movement. Anytime you are straightening your elbow, you're working those triceps. All right. So that's what's happening here. Good. It's funny. Sometimes I cheat. I catch myself cheating, kind of leaning into those straps to help them stabilize me or to let them help me stabilize. Yeah, that is kind of cheating. But don't worry about it, okay? All right, now just lowering down, pressing back up. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Up we go. All right, right back into that tricep press. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Here we are. Good. Walking those feet back just a little bit and extend. You might be totally toast right now, okay? And if that's the case, that's all right. Again, pay attention to your core. With this exercise in particular, I catch myself sticking my butt back. Okay, you can totally call me out in the comments if you see me doing that. All right, just extend and right back down. Boom, extend. I gotta walk my feet forward. Triceps are tired. So for the last few months, I've been doing nothing but 0 equipment body weight workouts. So this is a challenge for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, feeling those. All right, let's shake those out because we're going to use the arms again in a second, okay? Forgive this weird bump in my shirt. That's my mic. I hope it's not making a bunch of noise. Okay, okay. Shaking them out, shaking them out. You might still be feeling your legs. That's okay too. All right, you can shake those out as well. Let's take a quick little break. All right, if you want to get a sip of water, that's fine. I got my water back there. It's a gargantuan jug. All right, let's take just a moment here. All right, but I want to jump right back in. So we're going to go into rows and bicep curls. These are pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to these, but do pay attention to some of the details that I'm going to give you as we go. All right, Cap's getting restless, so we better get moving before he just gets completely out of control. All right, let's start with those rows, okay? So in 3, 2, 1. You're going to grab those handles. You're going to walk your feet toward your anchor. Okay, you can adjust your feet however you'd like. Again, I'm pulling up, my elbows, my arms, 45-degree angle to my body. Okay, I'm not doing a high row. I'm not way up here. Okay, and I'm not doing a low row where I'm way down here. Okay, I'm doing a mid row. My hands are kind of facing each other. All right, 45-degree-ish angle. All right, and I'm just pulling myself toward my anchor point, squeezing my shoulder blades together. Again, I'm moving nice and slowly. Control, control, control. I'm not falling, right? I'm using my back extensors to stay nice and strong and neutral. All right, quick break there. Shake it out. We're going to jump right into those bicep curls. So now I'm facing my hands upward. My palms are facing upward. Walk my feet forward. Ooh, I'm going to start my timer. Here we go. All right, and I'm keeping my elbows high, right, and just pulling myself to my hands, okay, pulling my forehead right to my hands. All right, nice and easy. Maybe easy is not the word. Okay, again, you can always walk your feet forward or back to make this easier or harder. Okay, I can't see my timer from here, so I'm going to check my watch. That's 30 seconds right there. If you were dying for a break, take it now. It's totally fine. Okay, if you can make it to that 45 seconds, that is great. All right, here we are. 2 and 1. Very good. You can shake them out really quickly. We're going to continue to face the anchor point here, and then we're going to jump right back into those rows again. All right, starting those again in 3, 2, 1, and here we are. Okay, I'm taking a pretty conservative angle here, but I could get way low here. Okay, and do my rows like this. All right, I could get even lower. I could shorten the straps and get way underneath the anchor. But right now, today, give myself a good challenge here. This is a pretty good angle here. Okay, but if you need to, walk those feet back. Do them from a little further back. All right. First time you do this stuff, man, I remember my first class with the suspension trainer, and it like changed my life. Super hard. Super hard. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, quick shake it out. Okay, you might feel, right, you're using your biceps for that exercise. Okay, there's a reason I paired these exercises the way I did. All right, here we go. We're going to jump right back in to those bicep curls. 3, 2, 1, and here we are. Let's lean it back, and here. Boom, just pulling ourselves to the handles, right? I'm just pulling my head to the handles. Boom. Oh, man. It's been a long time. This is very tiring. It's very fatiguing. If this is one of your first times doing this, it's tough stuff, right? We're just getting into the basics here, all right? Once you really have these movements down, you can jump into more complicated movements, okay? We start messing with different planes of motion, okay? There's a lot you can do. Oh, good. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, feeling those biceps. Okay, shake those out really quickly. We're going to get into the basics on the floor here, okay? Now, this can be very challenging if you've never done it. So, if that is the case, what I want you to do more than anything is just get used to having your feet in the straps, get used to being in the plank position, okay? We're going to do a couple of movements here that will be very challenging if you haven't done this before. But I do want to introduce you to this position. I think it's important. And one of the best parts about using the TRX is how strong it can make your core. I should say using the suspension trainer. TRX is the brand name. I don't want to get into that. All right, here we go. I'm going to pop a foot in the cradle. This is the easiest way to do it. There are a bunch of ways to get your feet in these things. You can lay on your back and pop your feet in and blah, 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 blah. It gets crazy. I prefer doing these movements in a high plank position, but you can do them in a low plank. with your elbows down on the floor. It's up to you. I'm going to show you in the high plank position where we're up on our hands. But if you have wrist issues, you may need to be down on your elbows. Okay, and we can talk more about that. All right, so I'm going to do what we call suspension trainer crunches. All right, and all we're going to do is pop into a plank position. I'm going to pull my knees in toward my elbows and then back out. And then we're just going to repeat that. All right, 30 seconds is going to be plenty hard. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started with that. If you pop into position and it is just out of control hard, then all I want you to do is practice this. I want you to just practice getting up into position and then back down. Okay, just like that. Boom. Get into a nice neutral and then right back down, and doing that for 30 seconds at a time, or even just holding a plank here, just hanging out here, super hard, okay? But I'm gonna add a little challenge, all right? So starting in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna do those crunches. I'm pulling up into plank position. I'm gonna pull my knees in and right back out, okay? Boom. Back out. Notice how slowly I am moving with control. You might need to pull in and go out and then put the knees down for a second and then jump back in. That's totally fine. Okay? I'm going to aim for 45 seconds here because that's what we've been doing today. You can see, totally hard, plenty challenging. All right? Again, the most important part is that you're able to maintain a neutral spine through this movement. 2, 1. Down we go. Whew, hard, right? All right, we're gonna add one more movement. Same thing. I shouldn't say the same thing. It's not the same thing. But the same, I want you to practice the same thing. If just getting up into plank position is hard, that's a big challenge, then just try doing that in repetition. Maybe see if you can hold it for a longer time as you go, that type of thing. But right now, I just want to train your core to be able to hold you in place. All right, so let's see what we can do here. We're going to do a plank mountain climber. All right, in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to pop up into position here. I'm going to bring one knee in and the other knee in. Boom, boom, boom. Good, good. Super hard, I know. You might do 1, 2, down. Okay, and that would be okay. 1, 2, down. That's fine. But if you can, let's pop up, let's get in here, and let's keep working on it. Okay? Super tough, super hard for me to talk while I'm doing this. Okay? Good. Keep it going, keep it going. We are almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Shake it out a little bit. Give your dog some love. All right. And then we're going to jump back in one more time. We're going to start with those crunches, finish with those light mountain climbers, and then that'll be it for the day, okay? And we'll cool it down. All right. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Up we go into that plank. Let's pull them in. Boom. And out. And in. And out. Very good. Hard stuff. I know. Super challenging. I know. Very good. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Boom. Good. Good. I wanted to show you what this looks like from that low plank. Okay, right here. Okay, same thing. Pull in, right back out. This is hard though. Okay, very, very tough. We are almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. The mountain climber is quite tough from the elbows. Okay, I'll do a little from this high plank, and then I'll show you what that looks like from the low plank. Whew, almost done here. Here we are, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. I'm gonna hop up, good, here and here. Boom, control, 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 control. All right. Whew. Hard stuff. Okay? Trust me. I am totally struggling. Like, this is really tough. All right, I'll show you what this looks like from that low plank. You can imagine, I'm sure, but let's change position. I'm here, okay? I have to pull my butt up a little bit more to get this into position. All right? A little more challenging, if you ask me. But if you've got wrist issues, this may be the only way. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, so why don't we cool down with a few stretches here, and then we'll get out of here. Since I'm down here, let's get into a hip flexor stretch. Here, I'll move over here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, big step forward with that right foot. I'm gonna stay nice and upright, pushing the hip forward, okay? Keeping my chest upright. I'm looking forward. I'm not leaning onto my foot, right? Or onto my leg. I'm upright, opening this angle here at the hip. That's the main thing. Good, just pushing in, nice and easy. Now this time I'm holding these static holds, okay? When we're warming up, I like to do a dynamic moving stretch. Let's go ahead and get to the other side here. Turning around. Oh, hi, Bob. All right, big, huge step forward with that front foot. This does not work without that great big step forward. So you really have to practice that. All right, oh, I got my mic is having issues here. Forgive me if that was noisy. All right, I'm pushing in, chest up. Okay, pushing that hip forward. I'm not forcing the issue super hard here, okay? I'm just opening up that angle at the hip, okay? At the femoroacetabular joint, all right? It's the opening, the femur bone, okay, and the pelvis. That's what we're working on right there. This right here, okay? That's what we're opening. Good. All right, hanging out here for a moment, and let's go ahead and come down. Okay. I'm going to come down to the floor. I always like to do some extensions, some spinal extension. So I'm going to go ahead and push my hips down, nice and easy. All right. And I'm going to lay down, and I'm going to push back up. I'll just do a couple of these. Okay, repeated extensions. I'm here. I'm going to lay it back down. Good. Nice and easy. I'm not forcing the issue here. All right, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Good, down and extend. Very good. All right. I'm going to turn over. I'm going to lay on my back. Cap is going to go exploring. All right, I'm laying here, arms out to the sides. I'm going to take the knees over to the left. There. And then I'm going to take it and go to the other side. And up and over to the other side. I'm just going to do that one time, all right? And now I'm going to bring it over to that original left side, okay? I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to extend. I'm going to scoot over so you can see me a little bit better. I'm going to bring it over, and then I'm going to extend that top leg out to the side. And I like to give that leg a grab, a hold, and just give it a little extra pressure. That feels great to me. All right, but again, I'm not being super aggressive here with my stretches. Okay, I'm just getting a good stretch, leaving it at that, okay? With stretching, it is not always the more you do, the better, okay? Good. All right, I'm going to bend that knee. Good. I'm going to rock it over to the other side. Good. And I'm going to extend that leg out there. That foot way out. Again, I like to grab behind that knee, give it a light pull. Nothing crazy, but I just like that little extra bit of pressure. Okay, I'm not being super aggressive here. Good, Nice and easy, nice and easy. Let me check out the time. Good. All right. And a few more seconds. And I'm just going to pull that back in. I'm going to bend that knee, bring it in, rock it up. Good. All right. And I'm just going to give it a couple rotations, right and left, just a couple of them. And then I'm going to come up and we will finish up here. All right. Very good. All right. I am going to roll it over. I'm going to push myself up. I'm going to try and fix my microphone without it being super loud for you. I'm going to take a couple of breaths right here. After a good workout, it is good to take your time getting back up, okay? And up we go. All right. And I am going to get those feet nice and wide. I'm going to come down to the floor. I'm just going to squat, hold here, and then up and through. I'm going to bring it up, those arms through and around. I'm going to look up. Exhale. I'm going to do that one more time. Coming down, touching the floor, bringing it up and all the way through and around. Very good stuff. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your time with me and giving me your effort, right, and your hard work. I'm Brandon Glass of Contra Costa Fitness and Lean and Sober Fitness. Please do come by our Facebook groups. You can check us out there, Contra Costa Fitness or Lean and Sober Fitness for my clean and sober friends. Do hydrate. Do stretch again if you feel like you need to, okay? If you feel like you're tightening up. And drop me a message, say hi, leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please keep coming back. And tell a friend. The more the merrier. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Cheers. Come on, Cap.